June 7th, 2024. My name is David Knox, and I have something that might help you down the road with your voice if you have multiple system atrophy like I do. If there's one thing that's certain about MSA is that most of us will lose our voice. If not completely, it definitely have a big impact. And there are new technologies, and some that have been out for a while, to help bank your voice, called voice banking. Apple, which I have a couple iPhones and iPads, but I normally use a Samsung. I've heard about voice banking at the professional level for a long time, and these voice banking software, companies, they can charge $1,000 or more to store your voice as it is right now to use later on. And I think it's a very useful thing, persons that have MSA or any neurodegenerative disease that will ultimately affect your voice, to actually bank your voice and to use it for later, because not only does it help you speak clearly when nobody can speak for you, but it also helps you keep a little bit of yourself from the past. I don't always have somebody that goes to all my doctor's appointments with me that can translate for my slurred speech, and that's very different. It's nice to hear myself speak clearly, and even when I'm at Walmart getting my prescriptions, or CVS or Walgreens or doctor's offices or anywhere, and the person across from the counter does not understand what I'm saying, whether I'm ordering McDonald's or picking up a prescription, it's nice that I can pull out my phone, in this case the iPhone, and speak in my own voice to where they would actually understand me. But it's something you have to do before you lose your voice, and that's very important. So I have here on this document quick steps to get to it. So if you have an iOS device, an Apple device, and you're running it has to be an iPhone 12 or later, and you have to be on iOS 17 or newer. So one of the newer systems. I think I'm on the beta versions, but iOS 17 and greater, you can store your voice for future use, and it will be a great relief to do so. So first of all, on this document, you see on your home page, you just go to your settings, wherever your settings icon is on your iPhone. You go to accessibility, and then you go down to personal voice. So it's under the speech options. And after you do that, you will have a program that comes up with the iPhone, and it's going to have you speak 150 different voices, 150 different pieces of sentences to understand your voice. Now, we all remember Stephen Hawking and his astrophysicist, being an astrophysicist, in the way his speech was, having ALS. It was like a computer. It never got any different. For what reason? I don't know. Probably because he used some very high-end equipment to control his eye movements, the speech, and output for the audio. But us with MSA, we really don't need something like that high-end, because we're not astrophysicists for the most part. So an iPhone would do, and there's been great leaps in voice description and how things sound. If you want to sound like Siri, you can. If you want to sound like Bixby and Google and all these other voices, you can. We can change those anytime, but it's very relieving to hear ourselves. So on this document, one I'm quoting here is from PC Magazine. I love PC Magazine. I'll just show it to you. I'm just going to scroll through so you can see the layout. But when you select on the create personal voice, it's going to tell you to get to name your voice that you want, and check your mic and make sure there's nothing around you, like no noise. It can filter a little bit out, and that's okay. And then you will have 150 phrases to read. Some a little long, most of them were very short. It took me, which I still speak very well, it took me a solid 20 minutes to do this. It says it's going to take you at least 15. And you keep going, and you hit next. Now, one thing I did not know, and I messed up on two of my phrases, but you can actually go back. There's two phrases I slurred through and I restarted, which undoubtedly messed up my voice, and I'll redo it. I'll do it over again at some point. But you can actually go back after you record something that you don't want, or that's wrong, that's an error, and you can re-record that so you sound absolutely fine. So once you're done, all you do is you hook your phone up to, it has to be on Wi-Fi, and it has to be charging, whether wireless or hardline, and it will transcribe it. It will prepare your voice for you. And mine took me, I don't know, an afternoon. I just left it there, and I came back later that night, and it was done. So it can't take but a couple hours. I'm sure it does it all in the background on the Apple servers, which is nice. And the cool thing is to, after you've done that, is to make sure you share your voice across all your devices, all your iOS devices, which is really nice. Now, I'm not sure if this is specific to iPhones, which I think it is, not iPads per se, but it's really nice. And it's pretty easy to use. So if I can pick up my iPhone, you can set up how you want to trigger it. And what I do is I do a triple press the power button on the side. So triple pressing is a little hard for me, but 1, 2, 3, and it pulls up at the bottom. So you can just have pre-stored messages like, hey, I need a glass of water, or what time is mom coming over, something like that. Or you can actually bring up the keyboard and type whatever you want to. So I'm going to type out a sentence here. I love swiping. You can, bring up the keyboard and type anything you'd like. Now, there is a little bit of synthetic aperture or synthetic voice to this, so it sounds very close to you, but it won't be perfect. So the goal is not to fool anybody, but it's to make you still sound like yourself. So I'm going to say this sentence, and then hopefully my mic will be able to pick it up at a decent level. So it says, you can bring up the keyboard. I'll say it slower because I have not adjusted the speed yet, so I'll say it slower. You can bring up the keyboard and type anything you'd like.
You can bring up the keyboard and type anything you'd like.
And of course, it's not in my voice. So, hold on 1 second here. Let me try it over.
Unbelievable.
Okay, because we have to edit this one out. Unbelievable. So, 2 things here I just noticed. One is when your screen is locked and you go to triple tap the power to bring it up.
Unbelievable.
It's locked, so it's not going to bring up your personal voice because of security. But if I were to swipe out of it, triple tap, and then speak on it, unbelievable, there's my voice. So you got to remember to unlock your phone first, and then triple tap to get to that setting. This is the best feature ever. This is the best feature ever. This is the best feature ever. That sounds very, very close. And my favorite, my kids love, unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's very close. So those of us that have MSA, especially the cerebellum part of MSAC, it's important for us to make sure we preserve everything we can, right? We fill out legal documents, we take pictures and memories, go on cruises and make videos and whatever, right? But we don't think about our voice. It's completely free. And I hear that Google also has a very similar option. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to do a video on it. But this is for free to have something where you can keep your voice, and keep a little bit of your dignity and your self-pride, your preservation to, going after you lost your voice. This is absolutely great. So I encourage it. I thank Apple for having something such as this. It's useful for all of us that have MSA, and I encourage you to get it. And once again, short video. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you like the videos, please share them. That's all I want, is for other people to take advantage of this. Even if you just have Parkinson's or PSP or anything, essential tremor, voice banking, the personal voice on the iPhone helps everybody. Share this with somebody who struggles to speak, and they will feel happier from the beginning, right? Take your time, deep breaths, speak clearly, speak how you speak, and Apple and the iPhone will take you the rest of the way. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.